I didn't put a poll up either.
Do you want me to?
Welcome live stream if anyone is here. I don't see anyone yet, but I know there's a delay, so maybe I should act like there are people here. Maybe I should act like there are hundreds of people here. Okay, maybe I'll
Make sure
do
you're
that.
not on the Wi-Fi.
Oh, good idea. I think I am on. What's up, Faith? Welcome to the live stream. How are you doing today? What's up, Rick Garcia? How are you today? We are by a fire right now. It is getting toasty in here. Look at my Dia de los Muertos cocoa sipper from Disney World, or sorry, not Disney World, Disneyland. I almost forgot I was at Disneyland, not Disney World. Look at my fire behind me. This is a little bit of a spooky. I know, Abu, I'm sorry. I know I said I was going to be back in 20 minutes and then a whole thing happened at my household and it was a crazy thing and I did not intend on being this late. I was going to post that I would be very, very, very late, but then I totally forgot to do it. It's on me. But Abu, don't wait up for me. I record them all. You don't have to wait up. Please don't wait up. You look warm. I'm actually somehow, no matter how warm, no matter how warm I am always cold. And I'm in a rocking chair, but that's probably not safe. It's probably like a fire hazard to be in a rocking chair right in front of a fireplace. Actually, this is a solo stove or something it's called, or solo fireplace or something. Maybe I can even add it as a product. Not that anyone's gonna buy it, but no, who cares? I don't even care about that. Stay away from fire. I know, right? Dia de los Muertos is Manema Amiga. I probably said that so wrong. I'm so sorry. You know what? I love this. Was Dia de los Muertos always like this kind of aesthetic? Or, because I feel like this is a recent thing. Not recent. I don't know. I don't know if it was like, maybe pop culture just like, like made it, like very whatever, I don't know, trendy, but like this is such a cool aesthetic. I mean, I guess that's what Mexican aesthetic is, like when you go to Mexico. No, just like the flowers, like the bright colors and different, like the oranges mixed with the blues, the pinks and the purples, like, you know. I'm watching Coco tomorrow. It was just on, Coco was on, I don't remember what channel it was. It was just on, and that's why I got this, because I was like, oh my god, I forgot that, yes, it's tomorrow. Day of the Dead is tomorrow, not today. I did write that it was Day of the Dead today, but mostly I wrote that because we're preparing for it. Because we want to prepare our ofrenda. Ofrenda?
I love you, Abu.
We want to prepare ASMR. Dia de la... Oh, look, guys, this is a
How are we
sipper.
supposed to celebrate that tomorrow?
Ow!
We're going to Broadway.
We can celebrate in the morning.
That's not a morning thing.
Well, I already bought the... the embers are flying. The embers are flying, and that light went out. That light went out. Eric said, no, how are you doing? I am doing great. How's your day? I'm doing great. How are you guys? Tomorrow, friend. Oh, Manama. Oh, did I say it was today? Did I write... What was the title of the video?
Spooky Dia.
Wait, it's tomorrow? Today's November 1st, though.
Dude.
If you Google it, it says that it's in between today and tomorrow. So maybe it like happens overnight. No? Spanish. Well, I don't know. Well, I'm preparing, okay? This is my preparation for it, alright? Say loudly, Xeno's in the bud. Xeno's in the bud!
Bro, your mom's gonna freak.
My neighbors are gonna call the police on me. I'm not first anymore, Eric. Well, Eric, do you have your notifications on? I am Mexico, beautiful and drug. Hello, how are you doing? What's up, CD? Guys, by the way, if you didn't like the live stream, there's only 5 likes and there's 16 people. Guys, all you have to do to like the live stream is double tap the screen. You just hit the screen twice and then it'll like the live stream. Can we get this to 7 likes? One of my favorite prime numbers. Ray says, I love you, Kayla, and you gotta get back to work. It's November 2nd, mañana. All right, I said it like an Italian way. Mañana. I didn't say it like a mañana. All right, Ray. Well, thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day at work or night or shift. Honestly, do you refer to date a guy that is... I think you already asked me this question.
I don't think it matters.
I don't think it matters.
As long as they're, you know.
It does. I mean, in real life, it wouldn't ever be like the same exact person
Kayla
in
would never
different
get
heights.
that close to someone so short.
What? I am short. What's my lucky number? 13. I have to be a little bit crazy for the world. You know what I mean? Also, I was born on the 13th, so
Abu, isn't it
that is
Saturday,
why
bro?
I like the number 13.
It's like
Yeah, but I, you know what? No, let's not even talk about it.
Abu, did you sleep there?
No, I feel bad because I said I was gonna be back in 20 minutes, and I didn't realize Abu was gonna wait up.
He definitely. He could have just pinged us on Discord. Always
Did he? Maybe he did. I don't check Discord like that often. But guys, we do have a Discord, okay? Chris did the laugh face. Yeah, I think you already asked that question, but that, you know what? Totally okay. Guys, make sure to like the video. There are 8 likes and 17 people here. That means that some of y'all didn't like it. All you have to do is double tap the screen. All you have to do is double tap the screen. We'll do some ASMR while we wait. I love how the only silence I can ever deal with on my streams are like ASMR related. Oh, cause look, this is different noise than this. Whoa, wait, put the light back on.
All you have to do is move your
You didn't
foot.
start as poll.
Yes, I did.
You did?
I did.
Did you like and sub? What a poll. I usually make it more creative. I write like, yes, Miss Mommy, no, you Big Daddy, or yeah, I usually just say yes and yes, but in different fonts or different, not literally fonts, but like, yes, because you're a pig. Yes, because you're eating a Whopper right now. You know, I always
I could
change
go
it up.
for a
I
Whopper.
change it up constantly. What's up, Adam? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. We're going to do some scary things. Guys, should I read a scary story? Maybe we should do that. Can I have my laptop? Would you be kind enough to grab it for me?
Yes, go,
I think
go.
I'll just start reading a scary story, and whoever wants to come and linger will be able to come and linger. Come and linger is a crazy word to say. Okay, ready, guys? Guys, can you hear me okay? Is the audio okay? Is the service okay? Am I lagging for anyone?
No,
Scary
you look good.
story.
You look good.
Happy Halloween. My name is Josh. Okay, what's up, Josh? Make sure to subscribe if you're new. And also double tap the screen to like the live. Did you like it? Have you been doing Hardee's? Have you been doing Hardee's? Okay. All right. Oh God, this is a creepy hospital story. But this is just a story. It's not like written as a creepypasta type story. It's not written as like a detailed thing. It's just someone's ghost story that they posted and and they thought was great enough and was rated the top of the month.
That's good.
That's good on r/ghost stories, which has like a few thousand people. Okay. We'll see. We'll see. If it's bad, we'll readjust and change it. Okay. Mine was during a very bad time in my life. My first wife had stage 4 breast cancer and was in the... I'm sorry. I know, that was very, like, out of nowhere, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Mine was during a very bad time in my life. My first wife had stage 4 breast cancer and was in the hospital a lot at this time. It was very late at night and I was trying to sleep in the chair in her room. I never left her side. I was there for her, all her appointments, infusions, I mean everything. It was super late at night and she was asleep, so I went for a walk around the hospital, which literally had no one around. After roaming around for a while, I ended up in the chapel on the 2nd floor. For reference purposes, let me tell you about the chapel. To get in there, you could pick one of the 2 doors on either side, and the doors are heavy and click shut loudly when they close. The chairs are lined up in rows facing a very amazing stained glass window at the front where the preacher stands. I took a seat in the 3rd row and I was praying. When I was done and stood up, there was a woman sitting. They meant to write sitting. When I was done and stood up, there was it feels like my hair is on fire. Okay, it's not. It's just really hot. Okay. Sorry. It really, that's just what I need. You know what? I would take the L and have my hair, as long as someone could put it out or just cut it off. Do you have scissors?
I'm not
It's
gonna
just
cut it off live. You just stop, drop, and roll.
I mean, but you gotta catch it on live stream. All right, fine. Keep going. Sorry, I interrupted this like nice moment. The chairs are lined up in rows facing a very amazing stained glass window at the front where the preacher stands. I took a seat in the third row and I was praying. When I was done, I stood up and there was a woman sitting in the second row in the last seat. To say I jumped out of my skin would be an understatement. It was like 3 a.m. and I did not hear the door open or click shut. She was a dark-haired woman and was in a hospital gown, and I got the feeling of sadness. That is all I got. She just disappeared right at the moment that I freaked out. After I managed to calm down, I said out loud that I was sorry for freaking out and that I hope you find peace. I lost Polly, my first wife, soon after. This happened at Dartmouth, Hitchcock, in New Hampshire. Should I keep going?
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing else to read. I was just going to make it up because that wasn't that great of a story.
What?
Should I keep going? Me about to do an interpretive dance movement over here?
You were going to make
Baby.
up the story?
Yeah, I was going to make up the story. Wait, can you, I am scared of fire behind you. Stay away from it. Kayla, do you have something else to talk, like Snapchat? I have a Discord. Do face squish if you're still here. What's up, face squish? No, you're not lagging. Okay, maybe I should write. Can you write? Oh, wait, I'll write it. It's fine. But I was going to say, ask for you to do something. I forgot what it was. Put the light back on. Guys, not my Dia de la Muertos sipper. Okay. Guys, that is so hot. If I catch on fire and oof, that would not look pretty.
You're not going to catch on fire.
I'll be fine. Okay. I'll be fine. What I'm going to say. Scary stories around fire. Please stay. I love you. That's my message to everybody out here in the chat. Did you notice when you first met me that I had a deep voice or no?
No.
Can you tell or no? Like if I talk next to other people, like is it obvious?
Yeah.
That I have a deep voice?
Yeah.
Really?
I think so.
Are you just? I feel like you just agree with whatever it said. I can't tell. Sometimes I know that I do. I have like a and sometimes I'm like, no way. So I don't know. I'm never winning here. Layla Flies is here. Physica Neutralas is here. Guys, we're lagging. You're not telling me that we're lagging, but we're lagging.
You're lagging? What? Not in there. No, you're lagging on that because it's on the Wi-Fi.
Dum. Oh, that's why this is not going to pin my message. I pinned it on here. Well, at least the message sent. Layla, when are you collabing with Kayla? Layla Flies, who, me? You are not lagging. Okay, that's perfect. I love that for us.
You're just lagging on your laptop, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The Wi-Fi weenie.
The Wi-Fi weenie.
Weenie Wi-Fi. Weenie Wi-Fi.
Weenie Wi-Fi. Weenie Wi-Fi.
Hit it.
Weenie Wi-Fi. Hit it.
Hit
Hey, must be this.
Abu, what do you do on the weekends in Pakistan?
Yeah, what do you do in Pakistan? Do you like Pakistan?
I know absolutely nothing.
I know
about
nothing
Pakistan.
about Pakistan. I don't even know what it
They
looks
play
like.
cricket. They don't really like India.
Is it like?
But do they like butter chicken?
But is it very
Abu, you can't hate butter chicken.
No, I don't think Abu never spreads hate. Abu's always the one that's like, "What's up, brother? Why are you spreading hate?" Like even two people that are spreading like. Anyway, whatever.
But I'm just curious what Pakistan's like, you know?
I'm just curious. We're just curious.
I'm Pakistani curious.
You got vocal fry. I got vocal fry. Kind of annoying, but oh well. It's the voice I got. But what is it from? What is the vocal fry from? What's up, Mackenzie? Welcome to the live stream. How was your Halloween, Mackenzie? I want to know about it. What did you dress up as? What did you do? How was it? I can't believe. Oh, wait, aren't you going to New York soon? Also, you don't have your little heart thing.
Oh no.
Sorry, guys. I'm using the same photo over and over and over again. Actually, I'm gonna change up the photo. I'm gonna use this photo. Remember me when I'm have to travel far. Remember me even when I play the sad guitar. Know that I'm with you in every way. Something, something. Until you're in my arms again. Remember me. Okay. I'm live. I wrote on YouTube. Come or you are fake fan. And I report you. No, I probably shouldn't write that.
We should report everyone.
And I report you to IRS and take all your money. Very good. Very nice. What's up, Sophia? What's up, Blackpink's girl? How are you guys? I remember you guys. You guys were in the last live, weren't you? I was the Slytherin from Harry Potter. I do remember that. Abu says there are a lot of tourist places in Pakistan. What kind of places? Abu, what places should we go to? Once we hit 1 million subscribers and we eventually get to Pakistan. If you're the Sorting Hat was put me on, bro, would tell me you're homeless. Ah! I'm back. Adrian is back. Hey, dear friend, you are so sweet, friend. God bless your heart. I love you, dear friend. I love you, dear friend. Thank you, Nafis, so much. If you could, all you have to do is double tap your screen and it'll like the live stream.
How many subscribers we have nowadays?
I don't know. You check. Actually, I can check on my computer. Remember me when I... Actually, let's look at the lyrics while 63? We do this. 63 what? What do you mean, 63?
63K.
Oh, we hit 63.6. We weren't at 63.6. No, I almost signed out. No, don't sign out, please. We were at, we were under 63.6 earlier. Hello, where's the guy with the nice voice? Anyone here with a nice voice? Hello? Hello? Anyone? If you are here, what would you put in your egg omelet?
Green eggs and ham.
You put that in an omelet? I meant like jalapeno, onion, ham. You've clearly not been to a Mexican resort where you get to customize your omelet.
Sorry, not everyone gets to go to Mexico, bro.
Oh, whoa. Now oh my God, I love feeling like the rich kid. Because I never did, ever. Anyway, okay. Yeah, we have 63,000. Hello.
There are a lot of
63,600.
A lot of tourist places in Pakistan.
Wow. No, why are you letting them out again? Did you let them out again? I'm on live, so I hope not. Okay, thank you. Oh my God, this is such a sad song. It's a lullaby. Why would this be a lullaby? Do they want people to cry every night before they go to bed? Okay, ready? Remember me, though I have to say goodbye. Remember me. Don't let it make you cry. For even if I'm far away, I hold you in my heart. I sing a secret song to you each night we are apart. Remember me, though I have to travel far. Remember me, each time you hear a sad guitar. Know that this sounds like an abusive mother. It's like, even when I'm dead, remember me. When you hear the song of the alarm, remember me. Anyway, know that I'm with you the only way that I can be. Until you're in my arms again, remember me. That's it? That's the only lyrics? Bro, I thought this was like a whole thing. Wait, what? I could have sworn it was a whole song. How old? Kayla is near a ring or fire. Kayla, Halloween is over now. Give me all your candy. I don't have any candy. You have a voice of an angel. Thank you. I am here in Quetta to spend winter. It is a lot of beautiful mountain. I love snow. That's why we all families spend winters in Quetta. That's so cool. I didn't know that people like went to different... I didn't even know there were different areas in Pakistan. And I didn't know there was anything with snow there.
What?
I didn't know that...
The desert?
I mean, does it snow over there?
In Armenia?
I mean, besides on the mountain.
Yes.
In like Yerevan?
Yes.
That's news to me. I thought I was just a desert baddie. A desert baddie is crazy. You can't have snow on a desert. Crying yourself to sleep, very comforting. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Imagine someone joined singing from behind you. Yeah, I wish. Yeah, right? Someone with a perfect angelic voice doesn't want to join me.
Oh, godlike.
Though I have to travel far, remember me.
Oh, you're gonna be on some cringe edit on...
Each time you hear a sad guitar, know that... Cringe Reddit or edit?
Edit on Reddit.
Like, what are they gonna say? Oh, look at this loser singing. Okay, yeah. What are you laughing at me? Because I have no friends? Because I have a mental illness? What's so funny? Huh? Cringe editor? Cringe editor. Like, actually, there's like a journalist like watching this with like something like this, but like a lanyard that like says their name. You know, when journalists go to like events, they like wear their journal, and they're like, and I'm talking to you, yeah, you, the one that's about to post me on cringe Reddit. Xenu is not Armenian. I am half Armenian. Xenu is definitely not Armenian. No offense. No offense. But you're just definitely not me not knowing if it snows or not. I just don't know anything about anywhere. That's why I didn't know that. Damien does stuff. Welcome to the live stream, beautiful. Make sure to subscribe, guys, by the way, if you are new, because we post videos, we post shorts, and I go live basically every single day of my life. It is kind of concerning, but please subscribe, because it'll always be a good time. So sometimes when you're on the toilet and you just can't squeeze it out, just come on live and I'll be here. Sometimes if you're doing your homework and you're like, this sucks, I hate it, just watch me, I'll be here. Sometimes if you're at work and you're like, I hate my boss, he sucks, I'll be here. You know what I mean? I'm always just on live, casually on live. Kayla, this is a hard time of the year for me. After losing my girlfriend Sarah 2 years ago when oh, Jamie, I'm really sorry about that. I'm really sorry. It was this time of year, like in November, you mean? But yeah, no, Xenu is not Armenian, guys. Okay, I think we have time for another ghost story, maybe. A ghost story from here. I won't do top this month. I will do top of this year, okay, guys? By the way, if you're new, make sure to stay, because we're telling a spooky, scary ghost story. And just because Halloween was yesterday doesn't mean Dia de los Muertos isn't tomorrow. Apparently, I thought it was today too, but it's tomorrow. What's up, John? Welcome to the live stream. Sorry, bro, nobody should go through that. Exactly. She's right. This channel helped me get off the toilet quicker. Thank you, Brian. I thought that was you, but someone actually said that. Swat Valley is called Switzerland in Pakistan due to its snow-capped mountains and scenic views. I love Swat Valley. If you come to Pakistan, you should visit Swat Valley. Did you hear? It's called Switzerland of Pakistan. That's so cool. That's amazing. Okay, here's a story. All right, this is one of the top ones on r/ghost stories. Literally top of the year. So this is going to be a good one, guys. You better strap in. You better lock in and stay here. Okay? My husband died in 2020. After he died, I found out a series of very unpleasant things about him. It was devastating and took me more than 3 years to come to grips with. He died in August of 2020, and I sold our condo in June of 2021. He had renovated the entire condo. Kitchen, both bathrooms, flooring, trim, doors, everything. It took nearly 3 years for him to renovate. I have 2 small dogs, and when the realtor told me someone was coming to see the property, I took the dogs, locked the door, and went outside. The realtor told me to be out for about 30 minutes. After that period of time, I went back upstairs. The door was locked. The door was locked. I don't know why people do typos in such long stories. The door was locked. I entered, and when I did, it looked as if people had been there. Doors were moved. The laundry doors were wide open. I had closed them. They were barn doors. I then got a text from the realtor asking me why I didn't put the key in the lockbox on the main floor outside. The people couldn't get in with their realtor. I'll be honest, I was in a very bad place after he died. Particularly after what I found, and thinking in detail was not something I was doing. I went to the main washroom and saw that the bath mat was sitting over the tub, not the way that I left it. I touched it and I felt water. Almost like someone had just gotten out of a shower and had been standing on it. It was a fairly big apartment, 2 bedrooms and an office. When the dogs and I were in bed at night, I could hear noises in the kitchen after he died at night. I was too afraid to get out of bed. It was a concrete building and we couldn't hear anything people were doing in apartments near us, so hearing something was very unusual. I moved in June of 2021 to a new condo. The first night there, I was alone. The dogs were being taken care of. I was laying in bed, not asleep, lying on my side at the edge. I felt someone brush past me. My hair actually moved. It scared the hell out of me. I lay there for a few minutes, afraid to move. Finally, I moved again, recently far from where I had been living. Last Christmas Eve, I was in bed, my bedroom door was open, and I clearly heard 3 knocks on the door. It happened twice. This also really scared me. I have never been one to think of the spirit world until recently. Last Christmas, I made statements out loud and told him to leave me alone. So far, all has been good. The last 4 years have been a real ride.
That's crazy.
I mean, was it that crazy?
No, that wasn't that crazy.
That wasn't that crazy. God, these like suck. No offense.
You need to add a log to your fire. There's one right behind you.
Oh God.
Do
you want me to do that?
Yeah, could you?
Yeah, but can you find a ghost story?
I'll find a
All
ghost
you have
story.
to do is type in creepypasta and let's just do that. Because these ghost stories suck. And that was the top rated one of the year. And I'm like, girl, does SWAT have chocolate? It was a little, what's up? She's right. This channel had me. Fine. Creepy encounters is fine. Just do sort by top.
Top of all time or top this year? Top this year.
Sure. Where's the log? Oh, that big log?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, what's that?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
What?
Shove it in more.
Like that?
Good. Okay. All right.
It's fine. Chrissy, we're on live stream. Get out of here. I mean, pissy. Missy. Hello, friends. What's going on, everybody? Guys, make sure to like the live stream if you are here and you didn't like it already. All you have to do is double tap the screen. It is beautiful. It is gorgeous out here. We are having the time of our lives. Make sure to double tap that screen. Let's get this 30 likes, people. I was so scared that your blanket was going to catch on fire. I was about to cry. One of the best historical places to visit. Okay, we definitely have to check that all out, Abu. Thank you for giving us the rundown on Pakistan. I love it. I sure did like it. Thank you, Roar Pookie. Roar Pookie. Okay, here's another scary story. Or creepy encounter, I guess.
I'll be back.
I think I might have encountered some sort of killer. I recently went on a date with a guy from my school who I met on a dating app. Wow, not the dating app, T. He seemed super sweet and charming over text, so I agreed to go out on a date with him. Especially after 2 friends told me they knew him from a class where he was generally a funny guy. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That was crazy. Okay. We go to a small, pretty prestigious university, which also made me sure that he would be normal. He was supposed to meet me at 6 to go on a picnic, but ended up picking me up at 8:30. He texted me to reschedule to 8 and ended up showing at that time. That's crazy. Who shows up to a first date late? Like, just cancel. Like, you show late, like, that just shows who you are. You know, I mean, you know, emergencies happen, but come on, that's kind of crazy. Just cancel at that point. Don't make them wait around for you. He drove me to his apartment, and although uncomfortable, I agreed to go in because of everything I already knew about him. The apartment was only lit with 1 candle and a small glowing light on the floor, which didn't add much. It was a multiple bedroom apartment that he lived in alone, which made it even more odd. Yeah, who lives... If you have a... Okay, that's a rich person, though. If it's just you living there and you have multiple bedrooms just for fun, it's like, okay, you have a banger Christmas party, I guess, where people have to sleep over, like, or something else. I don't know, guys. Is it something else? Let me know. I will play Roblox tomorrow. That I think it's a part 2 of Kayla reading scary stories around fire. Part 2. We talked and ate some food, and he seemed nervous and uneasy for most of it. He suddenly switched the conversation toward deepest, darkest secrets and asked if I'd ever seriously thought about killing anyone. I probably shouldn't say this on live stream, but whatever. This is a story, YouTube. I am reading a scary story. This is Halloween. I'm doing something very trendy for the moment. I am doing something very demure, very classy of me, even though it doesn't seem like it. It's Halloween, okay? It's Dia de los Muertos tomorrow. Leave me alone. Okay. He suddenly switched. Oh wait, I already read that. Sorry.
Sounds like a dream date.
He suddenly switched the conversation to our deepest, darkest secrets, asked if I had ever seriously thought about killing anyone. After I said no, he made up a story about being in the Navy and having to a ship and killing 5 people. When I was unsure how to respond, he sort of just passed it off as a joke and said that he had seriously thought about someone else, his ex's current boyfriend. Weird. I was extremely uncomfortable at this point and I wanted to leave, and he agreed to drive me home. Not what you should do, but okay. Before we left, he said he wanted to show...
I deleted a message.
Oh.
Wait, no, I didn't. He did. I thought I almost did.
Oh, okay. Roar Pookie sent me friend guys. We will play together. Yes, you guys play together. Yay, you guys play because you... Aw, I love that. I still haven't figured... Oh, that's why, Abu. I was trying to figure out how to get my laptop back working. It's like, I don't know what I did. I have to ask someone tomorrow to help me with it because it's really bad right now. But anyway. Before we left, he said he wanted to show me something, and he pulled out a, that he pointed in my direction. When I got startled, he remained eerily calm and said he got it for hunting but couldn't think of even killing an animal. We left and I got back to my friend's place safely. Everyone I've told has been flabbergasted about how the date went, and I can't shake the feeling about that something was off about him, and it's creeping me out. And to clarify, I mean like something more sinister about him. Okay, why is that the top of this? I think we should just do creepypasta. That's like not that scary.
That was pretty bad.
I mean, it's bad, but it's not like a scary story. It's just kind of like you shouldn't go on a date like that. But anyway,
Who goes home
the top comment says, please learn about keeping yourself safe on early dates. Always public places. Okay, guys, don't say I didn't teach you anything. Always public places, letting someone know all your plans, like someone else in your life that, you know, will check in on you and make sure you're actually there. Have a way to get there and back that doesn't depend on him. Yeah, no, we're not having him pick us up. No, because what are you going to do? Walk home if it gets to that point? And don't let them know your address. Exactly. I'll do it later. I'm just going to chill right now, and tomorrow I'll send a friend request. I have a pink shirt and that SpongeBob on it. Do you have a Roblox user? Yeah, it's Kayla Cauldron is my Roblox username. Okay, here's the, let's just do creepypasta, and let's try, I want a short one, though. I don't want a long one. And, what's up, Hayden? Welcome to the live stream. How are you? If you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, because I go live every single day. Every single beautiful day, I am here waiting for you guys. I love you all, and I'm here at least 1 hour a day. At least. Did you know that, guys? At least an hour. Did you know that, Xenu?
Mm-hmm.
At least one of them hours of the 24 hours in a day I'm on this thing. Anyway, okay, moving on. r/creepypasta. Okay? This is like the top dog. So if I do top of this year, this better be good, okay? Oh wait. Oh, these are chains that people write their top ones, and then people upvote them based on what they are.
Okay.
I guess. Oh, wait, no, they're not. They're just literally, like, one-word sentences. That's stupid. Okay, come on. These are not creepypasta. What? They're just people talking about what their scariest creepypasta is. Ted the Cavern, narrated by Dark Somnum. Well, I don't have to narrate by that, but let's just look up Ted. Apparently this one sticks to people, so let's see. Ted the Caver. Or Caver? Caver. Ooh, is it, you know it?
I think I know where it goes.
Oh, it's really long. God dang it. It's 86 minutes. Heck no.
86 minutes.
To read. That's not a freaking book. That's a novel.
We should do that one day.
Yeah, but no, the problem is with live is it's people come in and then it's like they miss half of it and it's like, what are they gonna do?
Maybe we do that. You read Ted the Caver, with the microphone, then we can upload it as a video.
Yeah, that's true. I could do that. That's true. That's true. And I could schedule it like a week in advance, I guess. I don't know. Why is it so hard to find something good? Guys, by the way, if you're new, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We're at 63,616 subscribers. Kayla, how are y'all? What's up? I am great. She's telling us scary stories. I love your vids, Kayla. Thank you, Roar Pookie. I love you. YouTube, please suggest live to more people. I know, right, Abu? I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I really don't, because a lot of the people that come in, they stay for like a long time. So I'm like, what is wrong, you know? What is wrong? What is wrong with it? Zeno, do you know?
No, I was gonna actually ask Abu how he's feeling. Wasn't he sick for a while?
Oh, yeah. How are you feeling, Abu? Are you feeling okay? Also, get some more sleep, Abu. We're not doing anything crazy. We're just reading stories. It's not that crazy today. Though yesterday, I'm glad you didn't miss yesterday, because I was going wild. Right?
Yeah, you were.
I was going wild. I can't find any good stories. Did you find any or no? I'm
no,
sure not.
I just sorted.
I'm sorting, and why is r/creepypasta just one sentence captions and nothing?
It's definitely not.
I'll just do this month. These are just discussions. Maybe that's why.
Maybe you're in the
Text
wrong.
story. I posted the safe that hit the front page. I wish I hadn't. What? What is this? What is this? I don't get it. I have no idea what that is. That's creepy though.
What?
Ow, that's like burning my back. I feel like a roasted chicken. I feel like you're about to barbecue me.
Yeah.
What's up, Mackenzie? I will sleep whole Sunday. That's amazing. Hurry up tomorrow. Welcome to live stream. I do not read Arabic. I'm so sorry. This is weird. Okay, here. I'll read this one. I don't know. Oh, it's kind of long. I can't tell how long it is though, but it's kind of long. Should I read it or no? How do I know how long it is? Hello?
I don't know. You don't know.
Okay, I guess I'll read it then. Okay. My mother hasn't been the same since I found an old recipe book. When I got the call that my uncle had been arrested again, I wasn't surprised. He was charming, reckless, and unpredictable. The kind of guy who knew his way around trouble and didn't seem to mind it. But this time felt different. It wasn't just a few months. He was facing 10 years, a decade behind bars for possession of over a pound of... They said it...
So cringy.
Well, do you want me to say the word?
I said Pablo Escobar.
Okay, the coca. They said it was hidden in the trunk of his car, packed away as casually as groceries. It stung. He'd promised us he was clean, that his wild years were behind him. Even at Thanksgiving, he'd go out of his way to remind us all that he was on the straight and narrow. We'd had our doubts. Old habits don't vanish overnight, after all. But a pound? None of us had seen that coming. My uncle swore up and down that they weren't his, said he was framed, that someone wanted to see him gone for good, but when we pressed him about it, he'd just clam up, muttering that spending a decade locked away was better than what they would do to him. After he was sentenced, my mom called, her voice tight, asking if I could go to his place and sort through his things. It was typical family duty, the kind of thing I wouldn't turn down. I wasn't close with him, but family ties run deep enough to leave you feeling responsible even when you know you shouldn't. True. Can't even deny that one. I sent you a friend request on Roblox, so I thought...
You're in the middle of a story.
I know, sorry guys. I wanted to read the chat. I wanted to make sure people knew that I was still here. Guys, make sure to like... What? Make sure to like the live stream. All you have to do is double tap, and we're going again. Basically, all that happened was this guy's uncle was sentenced to 10 years behind bars for possession of...
Drugs.
Yeah.
It's cringy.
Why? Okay. Is it that?
I'm going home.
I'm going home. It's crazy. Okay, fine. So with him locked away for the next 10 years, I volunteered to... Oh, wait, I already read that. Wait, no, I didn't. I volunteered to clean out his apartment, move his things to storage. I didn't know why I was so eager, but maybe I felt like it was the least that I could do. The place was a disaster, exactly as I expected. His kitchen cupboards were filled with thrift store pots and pans, each one more scratched and mismatched than the last. I could see him at the stove, cigarette dangling from his lips, stirring whatever random meal he'd thrown together in those beat-up pans. The living room was its own kind of graveyard. Ashtrays covered nearly every surface, filled with weeks' worth of cigarette butts, and the walls were a deep, sickly yellow from years of constant smoke. Even the light switches had turned the same shade, crusted over from the nasty habit that had stained every inch of the place. It was clear he hadn't cracked a window in years. I found myself running my fingers along the walls, almost wondering if the yellow residue would come off. It didn't. In one corner of the room was his pride and joy, a collection of Star Trek figurines and posters lined up on a crooked shelf he'd likely hammered up himself. He'd been a fan for as long as I could remember. Sorry, I'm trying to take this off. Always rambling about episodes I've never seen and characters I couldn't name. Dozens of plastic figures with blank, determined stares watched me pack up their home, my uncle's treasures boxed up and ready to be hidden away for who knew how long. I'll put this down. I know, Roar Pookie. You know what? I know. You know, I used to have over 100 people in each live stream. Okay? I used to be popular. And then everyone said, you suck, and they left. And then YouTube hated me, and they never pushed me out to anyone ever again. But it's okay. I'm still happy. I still come on every day. Okay. It took a few days, but I finally got the majority of the place packed. 3 trips in my truck, hauling boxes and crates to the storage facility across town until the apartment was stripped bare. The only things left were the stained carpet, the nicotine-coated walls, and the broken blinds barely hanging in the windows. There was no way he was getting his security deposit back. The damage was practically baked into the place, but it didn't matter anymore. As I sorted through the last of the kitchen, my hand brushed against something tucked away in the shadows of the cabinet. I pulled it out and found myself holding a small leather-bound book. The cover was cracked and worn, the leather soft from age, with a faint smell of cigarette smoke clinging to it. The pages inside were yellowed, brittle, and marked with years of kitchen chaos, stains, smudges, and scribbled notes everywhere. The entries were scattered, written down in no particular order, almost as if whoever kept this book had jotted recipes down the moment they'd been created, without thought of organization. As I skimmed the pages, a feeling crept over me that this book might have belonged to my grandfather. He was the one who'd brought the family together year after year with his homemade dishes. Every holiday felt anchored by the meals he cooked, recipes no one had ever been able to replicate. Sorry. This book could very well hold the secrets to those meals, a piece of him that somehow made its way into my uncle's hands after my grandfather passed. And yet, I couldn't shake a strange sense of dread as I held it. The leather was cold against my hands. What? What are you laughing at? What's so funny? I just saw something behind. Is that ghost stories real? It's on a big Reddit page, apparently. Maybe.
Are you using that blanket?
Do you want it?
Are you not?
I'm hot because of the...
I'm freezing. I'm shivering over here.
I'm shivering over here. Shiver me.
It's so warm.
It's so warm. Okay, fine. Okay, it felt wrong somehow, as if there was more... Are you even paying attention? I'm
Yes,
like
I'm
not
paying-
even like... I'm like a quarter of the way through, though, bro. Like...
I think people are...
It's very long. Is anyone here listening? I love how you act like you're one with the story with the way you read and your facial expressions. Thanks, Roar Pookie. I'm trying.
Roar Pookie's trying to listen.
Okay, fine. I'll keep going for a little. For a little, I ended in middle. I'm just kidding. Curious about the book's origins, I brought it to my mom. She took one look at the looping handwriting on the yellowed pages and nodded, her face softening with recognition. This was your grandfather, she said, almost, I don't know this word, reverently. Oh, like a reverend, maybe. I don't know. Amen. Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Okay, it's too quiet and snoring outside for that. All right. So what did we learn so far? This guy went to jail for 10 years.
He didn't get his security.
Because Ray is on lunch. Ray's on lunch. I'm watching Sing Make Me Cry, please. I can do that alone. Help me. What? I love it. Oh, God, my eyes are like burning off. Oh, the smoke is crazy. Okay, we're good. Okay.
This is a good strategy.
Is it?
I think if there's just more.
Guys, make sure to like the live stream. All you have to do is double tap the screen and it'll like the live stream and we'll keep going. Anyway, so basically if anyone joined that you don't know what the ghost story is about and you're like, oh my god, I don't know how to even start the ghost story. Basically, this person, the main character's uncle, is in jail for 10 years now.
For trafficking.
For trafficking
powder.
Things that you go places with, you know?
You could dance.
You could dance, you could sing. And
Tap dance?
This guy, because he just went to jail, his uncle just went to jail. This guy is cleaning, his nephew, I guess. I keep saying this guy. His nephew is cleaning out his house and finds this old recipe book that's leather, but it feels cold and it feels just off. He asks his mom, you know, whose book is this? And she says, oh, this is your grandfather's book, okay?
Abuela.
That's where we are. Abuela. Abuelita. This is where we are.
Abuelo.
Fine. Abuelo. Whatever. Let's go. Curious about the book's origins. Okay, we said that. This was your grandfather, she said, almost reverently, tracing her fingers along the ink. She hadn't seen it in years, and when I told her where I'd found it, a look of surprise flickered across her face. She had been searching for the book for ages, and had never realized her brother had kept it all this time. As she flipped through the pages, nostalgia mingled with something else, maybe a touch of sadness or reverence. Again, with the reverence, what kind of word is that? I could tell that was me, by the way, that was my insert. Okay. I could tell this book meant a lot to her, which only strengthened my resolve to preserve it. Could I hang on to it a little longer, I asked? I want to scan it, make a digital copy for myself so we don't lose any of his recipes. God forbid we don't lose his turtle soup. Sorry, am I ruining the vibe? This is too long. We're like this much down of like. Okay, we'll just keep going. Whatever, it's fine. I mean, if you guys say stop telling the story, I'll just stop because it's kind of long. Sup, Rayman, Dingus, what's up? You have a good Halloween. You're still alive. Whoop whoop. Abu's tired. Abu is tired. Isn't it a long story, Abu? It's kind of too much.
Kayla, come on. You can't just start.
Dude, I'll be on here for another hour and a half.
Okay.
I think.
No.
This is a novel.
No,
okay.
No.
I'll do quickly. I won't be like, oh,
yeah.
But it's good. It's good when I do the ink. Okay. My mom agreed without hesitation, grateful that I was taking the time to safeguard something she hadn't known was still around, so I got to work. Over the next few weeks in the gaps in my day-to-day life, I carefully scanned each page. I wasn't too focused on the content itself, more concerned with making sure each recipe was clear and legible. Eligible. Why did he write legible? Oh, it's not. Eligible is like, I'm eligible for the Poe grant.
Vote. Everyone should vote.
A Poe grant. What's a Poe grant? Something. And didn't apply close attention to the strange ingredients and odd notes scattered throughout. My only goal was to make the text accessible.
Pell grant.
Poe. Tinky Winky.
Is that like free college or something?
It's not free college. It's like pay it back and like do it 10 times the fold, bitch. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to curse. Why only 8 people here left alive? Because this story sucks, I guess. Legible, like, can read it. Did I say it right? Or am I still screwing it up? Free money for college if you're broke. Yeah, well, same. Well, luckily I'm done with that. I don't have to deal with that anymore. But, yeah, at a time. Okay, so over the next few weeks, he's scanning these pages. His only goal was to make the text accessible, giving life to a digital copy that would be preserved indefinitely. Once I finished, I spent a few hours merging the scanned images, piecing them together to create a seamless digital version. When it was finally done, I returned the original to my mom, feeling a strange mix of relief and satisfaction. The family recipes were now safe, and I thought that was the end of it. But that sense of unease I'd felt in the kitchen, holding that worn leather cover, lingered longer than I had expected. In the months that followed, I didn't think much about the recipe book. Scanning it had been a small side project, the kind I'd meant to follow up on by actually cooking a few of my grandfather's old dishes. But like so many side projects, I got wrapped up in other things. The book's contents drifted to the back of my mind, filed away and forgotten. My eyeballs are burning. Then Thanksgiving rolled around. I made my way to my parents' place, expecting the usual turkey, stuffing, and the familiar spread that had become tradition. When I got there, though, I noticed something different right away. A large bird sat in the middle of the table, roasted to perfection, but something about it didn't look right. It was too small for a turkey, and its skin looked darker, almost rougher than the golden brown that I was used to. Okay, the light is off. Oh, I did it. Nice.
Shout out to Big Mike. Big Mike donated.
Big Mike, let's go,
Sending
Big
love from
Mike.
Sweet Home, Chicago.
Big Mike, Big
Big
Mike, Big Mike. Okay.
Mike Who Cheese Harry, I love you.
Mike Who Cheese Harry. Mike Who Cheese Harry. Okay, you're so stupid.
I love you, Big Mike.
Nice chicken, I said, figuring they'd switch things up for a change. My mom just shook her head. It's not a chicken, she said quietly. It's a hen. Ooh, not the hen, girl, T. Okay, I gave her a confused look. What's the difference? I asked, half laughing, expecting her to shrug it off with a quick explanation. Instead, she just stared at me, her eyes unfocused as if she were lost in thought. For a moment, her face seemed distant, almost blank, as though I'd asked a question she couldn't quite place. Then suddenly she blinked, her gaze snapping back to me. It's just what the recipe called for, she said, a strange edge to her voice. Something about it made the hair on my arms prickle. But I pushed the feeling aside, figuring she'd just been caught up in the cooking chaos. Yet as I looked at the bird again, a small flicker of unease crept in, settling in the back of my mind like an itch I couldn't scratch. After dinner, I pulled my dad aside in the kitchen while my mom finished clearing the table. What's the deal with Mom tonight? I asked, keeping my voice low. He just shrugged, brushing it off with a wave of his hand. You know how your mother is, he said with a small smile, as though her strange excitement was just one of those quirks. He didn't give it a second thought, already moving on. But I couldn't shake the weirdness. The whole meal had been off. The hen, unlike anything we'd had before, was coated in a sweet-smelling sauce that seemed to have a faint hint of walnut to it, almost masking its pale, ashen hue. The bird lay on a bed of unfamiliar greens, probably some sort of garnish, alongside perfectly sliced parsnips and radishes that seemed too neatly arranged, like it was all meant to look a certain way. The whole thing was far too elaborate for my mom's usual Thanksgiving style. When she finally sat, she led us in saying grace, her voice soft and reverent, as she... How many times with the reverence? As she began cutting into the hen, a strange glint of excitement lit up her face, one I wasn't used to seeing. She served it up, watching each of us intently as we took our first bites. I wasn't sure what I expected, but as I brought a piece to my mouth, I could tell right away this wasn't the usual Thanksgiving fare. The meat was tough, almost stringy, and didn't pull apart easily, a far cry from the tender turkey or even chicken that I was used to. Mom kept glancing between my dad and me with a kind of eager glee, as though she were waiting for us to say something. It was unsettling, her eyes wide as if she were waiting for us to uncover some hidden secret. When I finally asked, "What's got you so excited, Mom?" she just smiled, her expression softening. "Oh, it's just this cookbook you found from Grandpa's things. It's like having a part of him here with every meal that I make," she spoke with a reverence. God, this guy needs a new word for reverence. I hadn't heard in her voice for a long time, as though she were talking about more than just food. I gave her a nod, trying to humor her. "Tastes good," I said, hoping she'd ease up. I enjoyed it, but in truth, I wished we'd had a more familiar Thanksgiving dinner. The meal wasn't exactly bad, but something tasted a little off. I couldn't put my finger on it, and maybe I didn't want to.
I think I made my prediction.
Ooh, it's his sister. Roasted turkey.
That's the sister.
Not the
It's the
sister.
grandpa.
After we finished, I said my goodbyes, headed home, trying to shake the lingering sense of unease. My mom's face, her excitement kept replaying in my mind, and there she was, the hen itself. Why a hen? Why the pale ashen sauce? There was something almost ritualistic in the way she'd prepared it, a strange precision I'd never seen from her before. The night stretched on, the questions gnawing at me, taking root in a way that wouldn't let me rest. When I got home, I couldn't shake the weird feeling from dinner. I sat down on my desk, opening the scanned file I'd saved to my desktop months ago. The folder had been sitting there, untouched, and now that I finally had it open, I could see why I'd put it off. The handwriting was dense and intricate, almost a kind of calligraphy, each letter curling into the next. The words seemed to dance across the pages in a strange, whimsical flow. I had to squint, leaning closer to make sense of each line. As I scrolled through the recipes, a chill ran down my spine. They had unsettling names, the kind that felt more like old spells than recipes. Mother's Last Supper porridge, binding broth of bone and leaf, Elder's ember bread, hollow heart soup with morning onion. I wasn't sure if it was my imagination, but I could almost feel a heaviness creeping into the room, the words themselves holding an eerie energy. Then I found it. The recipe for the dish my mother had made tonight. Ancestors' Offering. The recipe was titled in that same swirling calligraphy, and I felt a knot tighten in my stomach as I read the description. It was for a maple braised hen with black walnut and root puree. Though it didn't sound like any recipe I had ever seen, the instructions were worded strangely. Written in a style that made it feel centuries old, each ingredient was listed with specific purpose and detail as though it held some secret power. My eyes skimmed down to the meat. It specified a hen, not just any chicken. The body must be that of a mother, it read. I felt a shiver go through me, remembering the strange way my mom had insisted on using a hen, correcting me when I'd casually referred to it as a chicken. The instructions continued, noting that the hen had to be served on a bed of lamb's lettuce, a type of honeysuckle, according to a quick Google search. And then as I read further, a chill seeped into my bones. The recipe stated it must be served just before the end of twilight, as dusk yields to night. I thought back to dinner and the way we'd all sat down just as the last of the sun's lights faded beyond the horizon. But the final instruction was the worst part, and as I read it, my stomach twisted in revulsion. The recipe called for something referred to as ancestors' salt. The note at the bottom explained that this salt was a sprinkle of the ashes of those who have returned to the earth.
Told you.
With a warning to... Did you say that?
It says grandpa.
It's grandpa. With a warning to use it sparingly, as each grain remembers the one who offered it. I sat back, cold sweat breaking out across my skin as I recalled the pale ashen sauce coating the hen, the faint sweet scent it gave off. My mind raced, piecing together what it implied. Had my mom actually used ashes in the meal? Had she used my grandfather's ashes? I tried to shake it off, to tell myself it was just some old folklore nonsense, but the image of her smiling face as she served us that meal, the gleam in her eyes, crept back into my mind. I felt my stomach churn, bile rising in my throat as the horrifying thought sank deeper. A few days later, the gnawing unease had become impossible to ignore. I told myself I was probably just overacting, that the weird details in the recipe were nothing more than some strange family tradition I didn't understand. Still, I couldn't shake the dread that crept up every time I remembered that meal. So I decided to call my mom. I planned it out, careful to come off as casual. The last thing I wanted was for her to think I was accusing her of something as insane as putting ashes in our food. I asked about my dad, about her gardening, anything to warm her up a bit. Then I thanked her for Thanksgiving dinner, even going so far as to say it was the best we'd had in years. When I finally brought up the recipe book, her voice brightened instantly. "Oh, thank you again for finding it," she said, sounding genuinely pleased. "I had no idea he'd cataloged so many wonderful recipes. I knew your grandfather's cooking was special, but to have all these dishes recorded like his own little legacy, it's been such a joy." I chuckled, trying to keep my tone light. "I actually looked up that dish you made, Ancestors' Offering. Thought maybe I'd give it a try myself sometime." "Oh, really?" she replied, sounding intrigued. "Yeah, though I thought it was a little strange the recipe specifically calls for a hen and not just a regular chicken, since they're so much tougher. And the part that says it should be the body of a mother," I let the words hang, hoping she'd jump in with some explanation that would make it all seem less sinister. For a moment there was just silence on her end. Then quietly she said, Well, that's just how your grandfather wrote it, I suppose. Her voice was different now, lower, as if she were carefully choosing her words. My heart thumped in my chest and I decided to press a little further. I also noted it calls for something called ancestors' salt, I said, feigning confusion, pretending I hadn't read the footnote that explicitly described it. What's that supposed to be? The silence was even longer this time, stretching out until it became a ringing hum in my ears. When she finally spoke, her voice was barely a whisper. I have to go, she murmured, sounding almost dazed. Before I could respond, the line clicked, leaving me in the heavy, stunned quiet. I tried calling her back immediately, but it went straight to voicemail. Her phone was off. My stomach twisted as I stared at the blank screen. I couldn't tell if I was more scared of what I might find out or what I might already know. I hesitated, but eventually called my dad's phone, feeling a need to at least check in. When he picked up, I told him about my call with my mom and how strange she'd been acting. She went into her garden right after you spoke, he said, sounding unconcerned. Started tending to her plants. Hasn't said a word since.
Abu's going to bed and he's waiting for you to say goodbye.
Goodbye, Abu. Thank you for being here. Go to bed.
Sorry,
Good
I feel
night, night,
bad.
night.
It's like 7 a.m. in Pakistan.
I feel bad. I hope you go to bed. I hope you go to bed. We could also pause it. But, like, now people are here. But we're only halfway there.
That's fine.
So long, bro. Okay.
After this, we'll call it a night.
I know, but, like, are people, like, people are joining. I'm eating and drinking hot cocoa and cookie ice cream. I love that for you. I guess I'll keep going. No, I'm fine.
I'm freezing.
After I hung up, I resolved to let it go and went about my day, chalking it up to my mom's usual habit of getting overly attached to anything with sentimental value. She'd always treated family heirlooms like they carried something sacred, almost magical. But this time, I couldn't fully shake the nagging feeling in the back of my mind, something that made it impossible to forget about that recipe book. Eventually, curiosity got the better of me. Sitting back down at my computer, I opened the digital copy and scrolled aimlessly through the pages. Part of me knew it was a bad idea, but I couldn't resist. I let the file skip down to a random section, thinking I tried making something small, something harmless. As I scrolled, I found myself staring at the very last page, which held a recipe titled Elder's Ember Bread. I shook my head, half amused, half unnerved. It was all nonsense, I told myself, probably just some old superstition my grandfather picked up along the way, but something about it had my heart pounding a bit harder. Ignoring the rising chill, I printed the recipe and took it to the kitchen. I'd play along, I figured. It was just bread after all. I scanned the list of ingredients for Elder's Ember Bread, feeling time slip away as though I'd been pulled into some strange trance. My mind blurred over, details of the process fading into a fog, yet I couldn't stop moving. I gathered everything without really thinking about it, each step drawing me deeper, as though I were following some ancient, well-worn path. Bye, Abu. Oh, Ray said that already. Make sure you all like Kayla's live. I'm eating. Oh, I read that. Sorry. What was I saying? The smell of warmed goat's milk lingered in the air, blending with the creamy, thick butter that had blackened over low heat. A faint scent of ash drifted up as I worked, curling into my nose like smoke from an unseen fire. By the time I came to my senses, night had fallen, the kitchen shadowed and still, and there, sitting on the counter, was the bread. A dark, dense loaf, blackened at the crust, but glistening with an almost unnatural sheen. It looked rich and moist, and I stared at it. A strange sense of pride swelled up within me, unnatural and unsettling, like a voice in the back of my mind was urging me to feel pleased, insisting that I'd done well. Without really thinking, I cut myself a slice and carried it to the living room, feeling compelled to enjoy my creation. I took a bite, and the bread filled my mouth with an earthy, bittersweet taste, smoky yet tinged with a subtle berry sweetness. It was unusual, nothing like I'd ever tasted before, but it was oddly satisfying. As I chewed, a warmth bloomed deep in my chest, spreading through me like the steady heat of a wood stove. It was comforting, almost intimate, as if the bread itself were warming me from the inside out. Before I knew it, I had finished the entire slice. Not because I particularly... Is that a sprinkler system going off right now? Bro, what? What's up, a-hole? Oh, we're like deep into a story, so you're probably not gonna enjoy,
You can rewind.
understand. Yeah, it's too much to rewind. It's too much. How can I, here, let me see. Dude, it's so long. Should I really keep reading it? Is anyone interested in me finishing it? Not me quitting halfway in. It's just so long.
Read it in a video.
I know, it's just so long. I should have done that. I definitely should have done that, especially a long one like this. But if people want me to finish it, if people have been here since the beginning of it, I'll continue. But if no one is still here from the beginning, because it's been like, I don't know how long it's been since I've started it. Are you under the blanket? What are you doing over there? I tried to reach out to my mother several times, hoping she might be open about the recipe book, maybe explain why we both seem so drawn to these strange meals. But each time I brought it up, she'd evade the question, either changing the subject or claiming she was too busy to talk. She hadn't invited me over for dinner since Thanksgiving, and the distance between us felt like a slow, widening gulf. Even my dad, when I'd ask about her, shrugged it off, saying she was just going through a phase. But the coldness in her responses, her repeated avoidance of the book, only made me more certain that there was something she wasn't telling me. Still, I kept returning to the ember bread, feeling its subtle pull each time the sun set, as though I were being guided by something unseen. Each time I took a bite, it felt less like a meal and more like communion, a quiet bond that was growing stronger with every piece that I consumed. After weeks of unanswered questions, I decided to reach out to my uncle at the prison. I was allowed to leave a message, so I kept it short, told him it was his nephew, wished him well, and let him know I'd left him $100 in commissary. The next day, he called me back, his voice scratchy over the line, but appreciative. "Hey, thanks for the cash," he said with a short chuckle. "You know how it is in here. Money makes things easier." We chatted for a bit, catching up. He'd been in and out of prison so often that I'd come to see it as his way of life. In his 60s now, he talked about his time behind bars with a kind of acceptance, almost relief. "By the time I'm out again, I'll be an old man," he said, almost amused. "It's not the worst place to grow old." Then I took a breath and brought up the reason I'd call. "I don't know if you remember, but when I was packing up your place, I found this old recipe book." I hesitated, then quickly added, "I gave it to Mom. Thought she'd get a kick out of it." His response was immediate. The warm, casual tone in his voice shifted, growing cold and sharp. "Listen to me," he said, each word weighted and deliberate. "If you have that book, you need to throw it into a fire." "What?" I stammered, caught off guard. "It's just a cookbook." "It's not just a cookbook," he replied, his voice low, almost trembling. "That book, it brings out terrible things in people." He paused as though considering how much to say. "My father, your grandfather, he was into some dark stuff. Stuff you don't just find in the back of an old family recipe. And that book," he took a breath, "that book wasn't his. It belonged to his mother, your great-grandmother, passed down to him before he even knew what it was. My mother used to say those recipes were meant for desperate times." The gravity of his words settled into me, and I felt the weight of it all suddenly make sense. "They were used to survive hard times," he continued, voice quiet. "You've heard about what people did during the Great Depression, how desperate families were. But this," he exhaled sharply, "those recipes are ancient, passed down through whispers and word of mouth long before they were even written down. But they're not for everyday meals. They're for invoking things, bringing things out, the kind of things that can take hold of you if you're not careful." My hand tightened around the phone as a cold shiver traced down my spine, my mind flashing back to the ember bread, the warmth that had left in my chest, the strange satisfaction that hadn't felt entirely my own. "Promise me," he continued, his voice almost pleading, "don't let Mom or anyone else use that book for anything casual. Those recipes can keep a person alive in hard times, sure, but they weren't meant to be used, not unless you're ready to live with the consequences." A chill settled over me as I realized how deep this all went. I hesitated, then told my uncle the truth. I'd already made one of the recipes. I described Elder's ember bread to him. The earthy sweetness, the warmth it filled me with, leaving out the part that I'd almost felt compelled to eat it. He let out a harsh sigh and scolded me, his voice sharper than I'd ever heard. "You shouldn't have touched that bread. None of it. Do you understand me?" I felt a pang of guilt. "I know. I'm sorry. I promise I won't make anything else from the book." "Good," he said, his voice calming a little, "but that's not enough. You have to get that book away from my sister, your mother, before she does anything she can't take back." I tried to assure him I'd do what I could, but he cut me off, his tone deadly serious. "You need to do this. Something bad will happen if you don't." Over the next few weeks, as Christmas approached, I stayed in touch with him, paying the collect call fees to keep our conversations going. Every time we talked, the discussion would circle back to the book. I'd tell him about my progress, or lack of it, how I tried visiting my mom, only for her to brush me off with excuses saying she was too busy or that it wasn't a good time. And each time I talked to her, she seemed to grow colder, more distant, as if that recipe book were slowly casting a shadow over her. One day I decided to drop by without any notice at all. When I showed up on her doorstep, she didn't seem pleased to see me. You should have called first, she said with a forced smile. It's rude, you know, just showing up like this. Her tone was tight, her words clipped. I tried to play it off, shrugging and saying I just missed her and wanted to check in. But as I scanned the house, I felt a creeping sense of unease. I looked for any sign of the book, hoping I could find it and take it with me, but it was nowhere to be seen. Each time I'd leave empty-handed, feeling like I was being watched from the shadows as I walked out the door. Every call with my uncle became more urgent, his insistence that I retrieve the book growing into a kind of desperation. You have to try harder, he said, his voice strained. If you don't get that book away from her, something's going to happen. You have to believe me. And deep down, I did believe him. The memory of the ember bread, the strange warmth, and the subtle pull of that old recipe gnawed at me, as though warning me of something far worse waiting in that book. But it was more than that. Something in my mom's voice, her distant gaze, even her scolding felt off. And every time I left her house, I felt a chill settle over me, like I was getting closer to something I wasn't prepared to see. Am I finishing this, or are we... Am I finishing this, or are we're exiting it? Let me know. A book report later is so funny. Yeah, this is a long mother trucking story, man. I didn't realize how long it was.
Is it cool if I dip?
Are you serious?
Okay, I'll stay. It's cold.
Okay, let's read it tomorrow.
No. How much is left?
I don't know. Let's skip some. Let's skip some. It's so long. Holy shit, talking mushrooms. Who reads this in their free time? Me. I'm the one. Good day to the great and beautiful Russia. What's up, Roman? How are you? Dude, this is a long live, man. I mean, a long story. Okay, Christmas Day. Okay, it's Christmas Day. I'm gonna give a spark notes, right? I gathered up the presents I bought for them, packed them in my car, drove to their house. I knocked. She opened the door and offered a quick, half-hearted hug. The scent of baked ham and sweet glaze wafted thick. Where's Dad? Oh, he's in the garage. Got a new gadget he's fussing over. She gestured toward the dining room where plates and holiday decorations were already set up. Why don't you sit down? Lunch is almost ready. I took off my coat, glancing back at her. She was already turned away, busying herself with the last touches on the table, and I couldn't help but feel a pang of discomfort. Okay, I feel like it's not enjoyable that I'm screaming so fast, but also it's so long. I don't know if anyone's still here from the beginning also, so like, if it's just no point, then maybe I just end. Like, if no one is here from the beginning, oh, but I'm so close. What time is it? It's 10. Okay, let me try to do it by 10:15. Holy cow, it's so long though, man. It's literally, if you don't finish it, can you please make a video about it? I really like the story. Okay, Roar Pookie is here, so I'm gonna keep going because Roar Pookie has been here from the beginning, and I appreciate that. Her movements were stiff, almost mechanical, and I could sense the familiar warmth in her was missing. It was like she was there, but somehow absent. Not wanting to disobey my mother on Christmas, I placed my gifts with the others under the tree and took my seat at the dining table. The plate in front of me was polished and waiting, a silver fork and knife perfectly aligned on either side, but the emptiness of it left an unsettling pit in my stomach. Should I go get Dad? I called out, glancing back toward the hallway that led to the garage. He'd usually be the first to greet me, especially on a holiday. The silence from him was off-putting. He'll come when he's ready, my mother replied. He had a big breakfast, so he can join us later. Let's go ahead and start. Something about her response didn't sit right. It wasn't like my dad to skip a Christmas meal, not for any reason. I'll just go say hello to him, I said, rising from the table. Before I'd even take a step, she entered the dining room carrying a large ham on an ornate silver platter. The meat was dark and glossy, almost blackened, the glaze thick and rich, coating every crisscross cut she'd made in the skin. The bone jutted out starkly from the center, pale against the charred flesh. Sit down, she said. This is a special meal. We should enjoy it together. I stopped, glancing from her to the closed door of my garage, the words special meal repeating in my head, setting off warning bells. Still, I stood my ground, my stomach churning. I just want to see Dad, that's all. I haven't even said hello. Her face tensed, her grip tightening around the platter as her voice rose. Sit down and enjoy lunch with me. The words hung in the air, heavy and unyielding, like a command I was supposed to follow without question. But I couldn't shake the feeling that something terrible was lying just beneath the surface of her insistence. No, I snapped, my voice echoing through the dining room. I've had enough of this, Mom. You've been obsessed with that damn recipe book, and I'm done with it. My heart pounded as I looked at her, my words hanging thick in the silence, but I didn't back down. I'm going to the garage to get Dad. We're putting an end to this right now. Her face contorted, desperation spilling from her eyes. Please just sit down, she pleaded, her voice cracking as she looked at the untouched plate in front of me. Let's have this meal together. It's important. I took a step toward the garage, determined to get my dad out here, to make him see how far she'd gone. That book had wormed its way too deep into her mind. She shrieked and threw herself in front of the door, arms outstretched as if to block my path. Her face was flushed, her voice frantic. Don't go in there, please. Just sit down, enjoy the meal, savor it, she begged, her hands trembling as she reached out, practically pleading. There was a desperation in her voice that sounded like fear, not just of me, but of what lay beyond that door. Mom, you're acting crazy. We need to talk, and I need to see Dad. I tried to push past her, but she held her ground, her body a thin, shaky barrier. Please, she whispered, voice thin and desperate. You don't understand. Don't disturb him. Dad, I called out, raising my voice over her pleas. Silence answered at first, followed by a muffled sound, a low, guttural moan, thick and unnatural, rising from the other side of the door. I froze, my blood turning cold as the sound slipped into a horrible, wet gurgle. My mother's face went white, her eyes wide with terror as she realized I'd heard him. I felt a surge of adrenaline take over, and before she could react, I shoved her aside and yanked open the door. The sight that met me would be seared into my memory forever. I stepped into the garage and froze, my stomach lurching at the scene before me. My dad lay sprawled across his workbench, his face pale and slick with sweat. His right leg was tied tightly with a belt just above the thigh, a makeshift tourniquet attempting to staunch the flow of blood. A pillowcase was wrapped around the raw, exposed flesh where his leg had been crudely severed. And blood pooled on the concrete floor beneath him, glistening in the cold fluorescent light. He lifted his head. Not my cocoa sipper. He lifted his head weakly, his eyes glassy and unfocused, his mouth moved, trying to form words, a barely audible rasp escaping as he struggled to speak. Help me. I didn't waste a second. I pulled out my phone, dialed 911, my fingers shaking so badly it was hard to hit the right buttons. My mother's shrill screams erupted from behind me as she lunged into the garage, her hands clawing at the air, pleading, Stop, please, just sit down, just have lunch with me, she wailed, her voice high-pitched, frantic. Her face was twisted in desperation, tears streaming down her cheeks, but I didn't listen. I couldn't. I backed up, keeping a wide berth between her and my dad, and relayed the horror I was seeing to the dispatcher. It's my dad. He's lost his leg. He's barely conscious, I stammered, voice cracking. Please, you need to hurry. The dispatcher assured me that help was on the way, asking me to stay on the line, but my mother's desperate cries filled the garage, creating a haunting echo. Echo, echo. I did that. I added that. Oh my God, A-hole sent a donation. Thank you so much. My sacrifice to the YouTube algorithm gods. Keep up the good work, KK. Thank you so much, A-hole. We love you.
You're not an a-hole.
We're still...
opposite of an a-hole.
Yeah. The dispatcher assured me that help was on the way, asking me to stay on the line, but my mother's desperate cries filled the garage, creating a haunting echo. Oh yeah, I already said that. That was an echo that I just did. She clutched at her head, her fingers digging into her scalp as she repeated, Please just come back to the table, just eat. You have to eat. I kept my distance, heart pounding as I watched her spiral into a frantic haze, but she never laid a finger on me. She only circled back to the door, wailing and begging in a chilling frenzy that made my blood run cold. The police arrived with, I bet you she has to have him eat before she can kill someone else. Like, you can't kill someone. And Okay. The police arrived within minutes, their lights flashing against the house, and rushed into the garage to assess the situation. My mother resisted, screaming and flailing as they restrained her, her pleas becoming incoherent sobs as they led her away. I could barely breathe as I watched them take her voice a haunting wail that echoed down the driveway, begging me to come back and join her at the table. Still? She's still hungry, bitch? What? Girl, order some Boston Market. Paramedics rushed in and began working on my dad, quickly stabilizing him, loading onto a stretcher. I followed them outside, numb with shock, barely able to process the scene that had unfolded. In the frigid December air, my mind reeled, looping over her chilling words and the horrible sight in that garage. That Christmas, the warmth of family and familiarity had returned to something I could barely comprehend, twisted into a nightmare I would never forget. I stayed by my father's side every day at the hospital, watching over him as he slowly regained strength. On good days when the painkillers were working and his mind was clearer, he told me everything he could remember about the last month with my mother. She'd been making strange, elaborate meals every single night since Thanksgiving, insisting he try each one. At first, he thought it was just a new holiday tradition, a way to honor Grandpa's recipes, but as the dishes grew more unusual, more disturbing, he realized something was deeply wrong. She had started mumbling to herself while she cooked, almost like she was speaking to someone who wasn't there. Eventually, he'd stop eating at the house altogether, sneaking out for meals at nearby diners, finding any excuse he could to avoid her food. He even admitted that on Christmas morning, when he tried to leave, she had drugged his coffee. Everything went hazy after that, and the next thing he remembered, he was waking up to pain and the horror of what she'd done to his leg. We discussed the recipe book in hushed tones, both coming to the same terrible conclusion. The book had changed her. My father was hesitant to believe something so sinister at first, but the memories of her frantic insistence, the look in her eyes, made him certain. Somehow, in some dark, twisted way, the book had drawn her into its thrall. By New Year's Eve, he was discharged from the hospital. I promised him I'd stay with him as he recovered. My own guilt over the role I'd unwittingly played gnawing at me. He accepted, his eyes carrying the quiet pain of someone forever altered. My mother, meanwhile, was undergoing evaluation in a psychiatric hospital. Since that Christmas, I hadn't seen her. I'd gotten updates from the doctors. They said she was calm, coherent, but that her words remained disturbing. She admitted to doing what she did to my father, repeating over and over, "We need to do what we must to survive the darkest days of the year." Her voice would drop to a whisper, a distant look in her eyes as though the phrase were a sacred mantra. Not the 5 different ways to say it. Okay, almost done. Literally 2 more paragraphs, guys. On New Year's Eve, as the minutes ticked toward midnight, my father and I went out to his backyard fire pit. I carried the recipe book, feeling its familiar weight in my hands one last time. Without a word, I tossed it into the fire, watching as the flames curled around the old leather, devouring the yellowed pages. It crackled and twisted in the heat, the recipes that had plagued us dissolving into ash. My father's hands on my shoulder was the only anchor I had as the smoke rose, dissipating into the cold night air. But as the last ember faded, I felt a pang of something like regret. Later, as I sat alone, staring at my computer, I hovered over the file on my desktop. The digital copy, each recipe scanned and preserved in perfect, chilling detail. I knew I should delete it, erase any trace of the book that had shattered my family. And yet, I couldn't bring myself to do it. I fear that it may have a hold on me. Okay. Is this Looney Tunes? No, I can't cut it already. Dun, dun, dun. Iron Rope said.
I'm freezing.
Guys, that was so long. I'm so
Way too
sorry. I'm gonna be
long.
here for the rest of
I'm
your life.
shivering.
Yeah, but Roar Pookie was here since the beginning, and as long as one person said that they were here since the beginning, I wasn't gonna cut that
Iron
short.
Wolf
If
here.
no one was like whatever, I
Who's
would have been like,
evening
let's
Iron
end
Wolf?
it. But I was
It's
like, I'm not
okay.
gonna leave
My
someone.
phone's on 8%, so I can't be out.
Okay, I'll be here for 5 more minutes. Stay with me 5 more minutes, please, because otherwise I'll be here for another 50 minutes,
you.
unless someone has a
Okay.
I want a recipe book like mommy has. I want to make that Ember bread. I want to make Grandpa bread. Sorry. I want to make Grandpa Mommy bread. I want to make leg meat.
Are you
Oh,
cold?
I probably shouldn't say that.
Are you
30 minutes in,
cold?
I still don't know the name of the book or any of the characters' names. What do I know is that the author owns at least 3 thesauruses or set the AI to extra words. It was a Reddit. It was one of the top creepypasta on r/creepypasta of the year, I want to say. It was something to do with the... Wait, I didn't fully exit. I just closed it for theatrical effect, obviously. Kayla's gonna make roast Dale Wood, Iron Wolf said. It's called, My Mother Hasn't Been the Same Since I Found an Old Recipe Book. r/creepypasta. Oh, it was posted 15 days ago? Wait, did I just read some random person's thing? Oh yeah, it literally only has 32 likes. Okay, well, there you go. At least, you know what? Good writer. I mean, besides using the word reverend 5 million times, that was the only feedback I have. And also, cut it half. That was way too long. Like, we didn't need the gurgling detail. Actually, the gurgling details were fine. But we didn't need, like, the soggy ham dripping through my teeth. The veins of the teeth.
Oh.
That's my...
Wait, do the boxing
They can't
thing.
see my legs in
Do
it.
the boxing thing. Do the boxing thing you do.
Yeah, but hold my laptop. Are you gonna be careful?
No,
You're that messy?
I'm very cold.
You're that messy? Why ignoring me? Name your 5 favorite subscribers. Random question.
Iron Wolf.
Sorry. No, we have 11 members or 12 members now of the channel. So all of them, besides negative Dalewood, negative Xenu.
I'm not a member.
So everyone else.
I'm
Oh,
not a member. I'm not paying for you.
I know what I'm making for dinner tomorrow. Leg stew. In fact, ratatouille.
Want to go to like a diner in Times Square Mall?
Oh, my back.
Do you want to go to a
Anyone
diner?
else see those orange eyes behind her?
Do you
They're my mom. People are
wanna go to,
so like baby. You're baby. If you were the type of person that goes to people's lives saying, "Do you guys see that behind her? Oh, wow!" Like, come on, Grandpa Janky.
You
No, that's
Do it.
apparently too sexy for YouTube.
do it.
It's not even funny. It's not even funny. So much energy. You've been eating the Halloween candy? Sorry, A-hole did that emoji, like the one that's like... That's how my grandma
wait,
used to
wait,
eat when
what
she had a
emoji?
stroke.
What emoji?
I'm going to hell. I'm going straight to hell. There's no turning back. There's no Tappan Zee Bridge anywhere else.
It's so cold.
Wait, what if we just do a live stream where I just sit like this? And be really scary. Like, oh, that would have been so good. I could have just sat on a rocking chair with like black makeup and like white and like crazy, and then just sit like. But
Next to a
then I would
fire.
feel weird if like my subscribers were in it, being like, what the, what is this? Just know that if I do
I'll be
anything
in
like
the
that.
chat. I'll be in the chat.
Oh yeah, you'll just be like, just to clarify. Your grandma's stroke, that's 7. Not the tongue. Oh man, that's Crumb. Oh, not Crumb. What's the other guy? What's the other guy's name?
On Reddit, bro.
What's that other guy's name?
What guy?
What in Harry Potter?
Peter Pettigrew.
No, the one that's like, the one that used to, that was pretending to be Mad Eye.
Oh, who pretended to be Mad Eye?
Man, my whole chin is wet.
Artie something Jr. Artie Crumb Jr.
Oh
Artie-
yeah. He's the something son, the mayor, not the mayor.
No, the head of
The Ministry of Magic.
the
The
s-
minister. No.
No, he's not
The poopity
minister's-
doo is Scooby-Doo. He's the
He is
doobity.
the minister's son, actually.
Barty Crouch.
That's his name. I'm not googling it. I didn't.
Barty Crouch
Did
is
I
such
Google
like
it?
a.
Did I
that's-
Google it?
No.
No, I just knew.
Barty Crouch is such like a big fat stinky jinky. That's what a Barty Crouch is, like a big one. Like a big old one. A big old one, but it smells like baby powder. It doesn't smell bad. It just smells like baby powder and hollow attic.
Where's this energy coming from?
Iron Wolf says Barty Crouch Jr.
Yeah.
I think I was reading that stupid story for 30 minutes, and now I need to get out my little energy.
Are you cold?
I'm Billy from whatever that movie is. On the bicycle? The one in Fortnite? The red face, the Billy?
Oh.
The horror movie? I don't know what it was
what's that
called.
movie?
Yep, Draco. That's how he says it in the movie, and it always stuck in my head. Oh, you're right. Barty Crouch Jr. Like, they have to admit the junior part.
Oh, I remember.
And remember,
Yeah.
they like looked at him, and all of a sudden he's like he couldn't contain it. Like he was containing that lick. Like he was containing his tongue for so long that but then he was just in the Ministry of Magic. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
He was there, and then they were all like,
They're building one in
and then he was like,
Orlando. They're building one.
That's how he said it. Oh yeah, I read that. Have you made any friends from YouTube Live? No.
Yeah?
I only made lots of enemies. Okay, sorry.
What about Yo-Yo Guy?
I'm kidding. Yes, I have. So you have to read so much, girly. No, it's okay, Roar Pookie. It's okay, Roar Pookie. Only for you, Roar Pookie, in the Garfield profile pic. Wait, is that Garfield?
I hope so.
No, it's not Garfield.
Yes, it is.
Is it like a ooh Garfield? Ooh. Anyway,
No.
God, my chin. This is, and I always
It's
wonder
okay,
why I
it's
break
okay.
out on my chin. Probably because I go like this all the time. Like, that's my fault. Honestly, that should get the oil
I
off.
hope your neighbor looks out their window and sees you.
On live stream with the light, like, in the dark. They would be like, holy cow.
They actually wouldn't be surprised.
They would not be surprised. I find it funny they jump him as soon as he's revealed and he like falls on that big stack of books. They just have it look so, yeah, that is so true. I forgot about that. Name 3 friends that you make from YouTube Live. You, and you. You're gonna be my best friend, Bobby. I'm just kidding. Sorry, that was way creepier.
What's his name?
Draco.
He keeps
Draco
asking these
Malfoy.
questions.
He's like, who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite? It's Garfield from Animal Crossing. I found it on Pinterest. He's my fave character. Oh, that's so cute. I hope I don't fall back into the fire still. I'm
Alright,
rolling,
stop.
I'm rolling,
Okay,
I'm rolling.
enough.
Oh wait, I'm not like actually rolling. I'm just rolling on the chair. I like to think Kayla and Zeno have made me a friend. Yes, you are my friend.
Iron Wolf.
You're my
Yes,
best friend.
I bought your root beer you sent me.
I bought your root beer.
No, that's a sign of respect.
When you buy someone's root beer, really?
Just
Really?
because you hate
Root
root
beer?
beer,
I
right?
hate root beer. No, please, I want to hear name. Draco, I cannot give any names. I must not tell a lie.
I cannot tell a lie.
I cannot tell a lie. Fine, I'll give you names. Bob McGee, Peters, Sweeky, Cassidy Gray. She's a good subscriber, one of my favorite, and Chuck E. Cheese. He's the 4th.
Althea cheese.
Althea Cheese. Mike Who Cheese Harry.
Yeah, Mike Hoochie's hair.
Mike Who Cheese Harry. That guy, he donated in this live. You can look. Mike Who Cheese Harry.
Yeah.
It's like, Mike, come on. Like,
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Big
He's
Mike
Big
for
Mike
us.
Gucci's
He said,
Harry. That's
saying
what it
hello
is.
from Sweet Home Chicago.
He did. He was laying on my state, and that's a homeboy moves. You know, I won't forget it. Sam, you've been scaring me that you're going to burn your hair or fall into the fire. Be making s'mores. I got marshmallows. I know, I wish. Hey, I'm Chucky. I'm your friend to the end. Chucky. Sam, you... Oh, yeah, I read that. Sorry. Yeah, by the way, those were all made-up people, but actually they weren't. They were actually all real people, Draco. I promise you. It's so fun to rock and rock each other. This is, like, why I wouldn't buy one. Actually, it's kind of good for your abs. Because, like, I'm sitting up each time. Like, I'm the one propelling it back. Like, I'm not... Big Mike dialing in for Portillo's.
Oh, Big Mike.
Oh, my God. Not another $1.99 Mike Hoochie's Harry. God, Jesus.
Big Mike.
What a name. What's up with the profile picture? What are painted on those dogs?
Let me see. Go channel.
S'mores or mug cakes. I've never made a mug
No,
cake.
dude. Dude,
Bob
Big
McGee, it's
Mike.
Bobby McGee.
Look at Big Mike.
Wait, I thought that was you. Who is that?
I don't know. That's not my profile picture. You thought that was my profile
Wait,
picture?
this whole time it was someone else?
You think I'm like Gucci's Harry, bro? No.
Wait, are you
I'm
serious?
dead serious.
I could have said it was you. I could have sworn.
It's not me.
I thought you were joking this whole time. I thought we
Dude,
were doing
I'm
a
on my
bit.
Gmail account. Yo, Iron Wolf.
Who's my Gucci's Harry?
Iron Wolf County.
Iron Wolf, you did not have to do that. Iron Wolf. This is me. Oh, oh, oh.
Isn't your
Oh.
last time we were outside making noise late, your mom came out, your neighbor's 8 years old. That's what she told me. I'm like, well.
Why are you looking that much? You know, I don't look at my neighbor. I was like, I don't know how old they are. That's weird. Why do you know their age, you weirdo?
No, tell us a story about your mom when we were walking your
Ooh.
dogs once.
Ooh.
We were once
Ooh.
walking.
Get it
Kayla's like,
iron.
Shh.
Ooh. Ooh.
No, you
Ooh. Ooh. Hello? Is there like a ghost around here? What's going on? Do you have any crazy subscriber? Oh, my Gucci's Harry is the craziest one. Wait, I thought, you swear to God that's not you.
How could it be me?
Dude, I was like, why do you keep donating? It's like dumb. I thought you were just trying to keep the live alive.
No, it's not me.
Who the heck are you? And how are you so rich? And how are you so... What do you do for it? Give me that business card, baby. Hello, boo. You match my vibe. Like, for real, Shane said. Sup, pretty lady. What's up? Ross Geller. Wolf be like... Who's the dude that sounds like he works at Bath and Body Works? Woo! Woo! Woo!
It's
No.
supposed to be a roast.
Wait, if I do a wolf, oh, what if the coyote comes out? What if a coyote comes out from the critter crouch? What if the coyote comes out from the couch of kitty couch? Sorry, that was my freestyle song today. Hello from Sao Paulo, Brazil. Hello, Renato Mariano Barbosa. How are you? Cody Cooper, what are you on and where can I get some? You know what, Cody? I wish I was on. No, I don't. It's great. It's good.
This is just Kayla at
That
night. Kayla comes to me today. She's like, I should get a night job.
Oh yeah, I should get a night job. I should be like, I remember I thought that people that worked night shifts were so crazy when I was younger. I was like, what are they, bakers? They're bakers? They're making bread at 4 a.m. Like I was great. I was a baker baking at 4 a.m. I think I saw something behind you. No. Oh my God. One day it's actually going to be like someone. It's going to be my grandmother. The one with the stroke. You look like you had no sleep in a week or 5. Yeah, I think it's my nasal cavity. It's closed. It's fully closed. I can't breathe out of it. I just breathe. I breathe like a dog.
Iron Wolf, how was your week?
What's up, Tegan? Welcome to the live stream. Shane Sweet says, LOL. Name your one subscriber that come to your live daily. Draco, are you making like a tier list right now? What's going on? Are you making a bracket of my subscribers? The one that comes daily, I don't know. A lot of people either come daily, weekly. No one comes like daily.
No one comes daily, besides Dale.
You come daily.
Well,
Xenu comes daily.
Even when I'm not there, I remember I was commenting.
That's kind of creepy. If I, what if we just have a sheet and just carve a hole and it just be my eyeball? That's my live. Just me going.
I mean, that's better than this.
I know. I think people would stay
freezing?
for longer. No, the fire was toasty on my butt cheek. My butt cheekum. You're pretty. Thanks, David. What's up? 15 viewing people at 58 likes. I know, right, Roar? The Fortnite event happened. We have a new season tomorrow. Okay. Well, I'm ready. I'm ready to Fortnite it up, SJ. SJ, we played with him once.
I know.
Wait, what was his handle? Tag? What's it called? Gamer tag? What was your... I'm so not a boomer. What was your tag? Taggy? I'll be coming daily, of course, because your live are just amazing, I swear. Thanks, Roar Pookie. I am making a documentary on your subscribers. Wow, Draco, making a documentary. Thanks, Draco. I love your purple with your green dinosaur.
Richie. SJ's
Richie! Wait, are you like the crazy good one?
Yeah.
The one that like pulls up to the
Richie's
gas
like an
station, like
animal.
gets back in, waiting for us.
Richie's an animal.
Wait, is Richie really like the
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
one? Ah, Richie, we miss you. He goes, yeah. He goes, yeah. That's me, Richie. Richie, everybody do the Fortnite dance. Hold this.
No,
Oh, you're so poopy.
I don't want responsibility.
Is that how you gritty?
Just gonna-
Is that me like a dinosaur? Is that how you gritty?
Yeah. No. Just sit. What are you doing? What are you doing? Stop.
Maybe people will come back. Come, baby, come back. You can blame it all on my coochie's hairy. Huh? Ah, my butt! Ouch!
Don't burn yourself.
I'm on fire. Oh, what? I can't? It's too crazy?
Sit down.
Okay, sorry. Do you have an international friend that you make from you said purple with your green dinosaur and the first thing hit him is Barney. Get it, girly? What are you doing? You should add me up for it. I'm trying to relate to the younger kids out here. Wait. Is that how you do it?
I'm going inside.
We used to do this when I was young. Crank that soldier boy. Crank that soldier. Remember the soldier boy?
Mom's gonna yell at us again.
Not the silence. Not the silence. She got Riz. Gritty. I'm a fireball. Do. What else? What are the other dances that they do in Fortnite? I forgot what the songs are. How come you're always so happy? Share the secret. Because I'm always sad whenever I'm not on this. So then I save all my happiness until I'm here and I share it to the world. And then I look like a mannequin that just came out of birth. Sorry, I did not need to do that. What floss?
The floss dance, like the hand.
Okay.
Richie's.
Wait, I forgot.
Stop.
You're about to kill me behind this fire, bro. Wait.
Faster. Do it faster.
Wait. It's too hard to
You're making me nervous. You're making me nervous.
It's too... You've been to SeaWorld? Yeah. But you know what? Just because I've been to SeaWorld doesn't mean I am going to take you to see the world, baby. Mama. Yeah, I've been to SeaWorld. I'm going to take you to see the world, mama. Yeah, I got Riz. All right, that's it for tonight. Stick to the raves and glow sticks, babe. You did it better than the gritty. I don't know how to do the gritty. I've only seen Zach do it, who also doesn't know how to do it. Oh, it's like right for something, ooh. Had it with an E. Had it, ooh.
Alright, I'm really cold.
All right. Girl has that W. Riz, have you ever played Just Surpassed in my favorite game? I have. I'm back, guys. I don't know why I'm not able to see. Abu, go to bed. All I did was finish the... Well, actually, I did do a crazy thing for the past 5 minutes. I gotta go babysit. Bye.
Alright,
Bye,
I'm
Tegan.
leaving.
Yeah, no, me too. I can't say.
This is freezing. I'm shivering.
Okay.
I didn't bring a coat.
Dance with me.
No, I'm not dancing. Stop. There's a big open fire.
Okay, one more
there.
time. Wait. Okay, that's it. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. It's not you, Granny. You can hear my foot like clap, clap, clap,
Your
clap.
Crocs?
Don't leave me, Shane says.
Okay.
Okay, that's it.
You're so bad.
I know. This is. I
So
need to.
bad.
Yeah.
Say goodnight to everybody. Good night, everyone.
Saw my Shamu killer whale from when I went to SeaWorld. Yeah. Yeah, don't worry. If you haven't been to SeaWorld, I'll take you to see the world, baby girl.
Okay, come on.
First
All right,
class.
let's end it. Okay.
Up in the sky on a jet plane, living life glamorous. Oh, okay, anyway. Last slide left me to do something crazy, Kayla. I have been doing something crazy. Okay, fine. Here's one more. Oh, wait, no, I'm by a fire. I can't finish that. But watch the last 15 minutes, Abu. Abu! Sorry. That was unnecessary of me. Did you read my message? Let me read it. Where are you from? Let's play Fortnite.
No.
Snoop Dogg, Ice Spice getting icon skin in Fortnite. Ooh, I want a Snoop Dogg one. That's amazing.
All right.
Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.